Hey guys, Zeramus555 here, coming to you with another deck profile. You guys are lucky I have spare time. Yeah, I wanted to do Cosmo. So I took this deck to 2 locals and an anniversary champs and won all 3 undefeated. This is the build I was playing, minus 1 Solid Morning, plus 1 Max C. Like I said, I'm just playing, Brennan and I are playing for fun mostly now, so I just decided to just take Maxi out because it's just a stupid card, so. And, we're hoping it gets banned, which would be really nice. Anyways, yeah, without further ado, let's get on with the deck profile. Talk about a couple things here. It's pretty standard. Triple Dark Planet. I think that you have to at least play 2 of this, but I like 3 just because if you open 2 of them, you pitch 1 to summon the other, which is really strong. This card is not to be underrated at all. Like it's such a powerful card. The fact that you can just summon it for free, it's an inherent summon. If they do strike it, you do get its effect and get a search, which gets you Dark Destroyer. It's also a dark, so it's an allure target. Yes, you can't special it back off of Strawman, but this card also sets up Strawman and allows his effect to be a little more relevant. So yeah, I think that this card is absolutely, without a doubt, playable, and I've seen a lot of people cutting it out. Like, yeah, you can get it Kaiju'd, but this card won me most of my games at most of the tournaments. Like in the finals, I would just, someone like a Totally Awesome or something, and I would just, or a Cyber Dragon Infinity, and you just inherently summon this, run it over, and then you start doing your plays. And it can't be targeted. And a lot of people aren't playing Mirror Forces and stuff right now, so it's just so good. It's got it's a great card up against Zoo as well for that exact same reason. Can't target it, so they need the Kaiju to out it, and you're not always going to have that. So, plus most of the time you're going to be summoning multiple big ships, which it's like, okay, which one do I have to Kaiju first? 1 Dark Eclipser, 1 Star Destroyer. 1's just the right number. I tried 3 actually. It just bricks. It's not bad because if you banish it, you can special off Strawman, and then the end phase this banishes, it gets destroyed, and then you banish it to search out Dark Destroyer or whatever you might need, Dark Lady, whatever. So yeah, it's not bad. It's a one-of, basically just dump it off of Tin Can, and it's really good against trap decks or trap cards, other than Strike, of course. 1 Dark Destroyer. This card you might actually see come back to 3. It could happen. We'll see. He is pretty much the heart and soul of the deck. You do need to play Dark Destroyer. I mean, that's obvious. But yeah, this card's so good. I don't know why I decided to say something about Dark Destroyer. It's freaking Dark Destroyer. 1 Forerunner, 2's too many. I've tried 2 so many times. I just don't like it. I think 1's just the perfect number. He's probably the worst big ship because he doesn't really have an effect. He just can't be targeted, and he's 2800. But that doesn't really get over anything right now. So I don't know. He's okay. You kind of just need him because he's another name. Plus he gains the life points, which is relevant. I think the second best ship behind the obviously Dark Planet and Dark Destroyer is Landwalker. He's at least a 2. I've seen some people playing 1. I've seen some people playing none. That is wrong. You have to at least play 2 of this card, I believe. It's a dark, so it's an allure target. It's level 6, which is a good level to get out any of your smaller ships, such as the Slip Rider, or go into your pilots at the end phase. And his effect is so good because it doesn't activate, it actually just dodges destruction. So if you have this up and they strike you at resolution, you can actually use this effect to dodge your monster getting striked, and then pop another Cosmo you control instead, including himself, because it doesn't activate, it's just a condition. So that's really good too, because if they try to dark hole your board, or Raigeki or Mass Nuke or whatever, and you have your Cosmo Town up, you can pop the Cosmo Town instead, search out another Cosmo Town, or search out any other Cosmo. So yeah, Landwalker's amazing. I will never not play 2. I think he's just the best one, just because of that. Triple Slip Rider. This guy makes your Cyber Dragon Infinity, and of course he clears out your back rows, just baits stuff out. This guy's so good at baiting out Strike. He is this deck is a really good Zoo matchup. So if you're looking for a good budget alternative, I think this deck's still budget. I got it all for pretty cheap, but yeah, if you're looking for a good budget alternative, it's definitely a good contender. I am playing 1 Delta Shuttle. Okay, so I am playing the Fire King Island build still. Surprise. A lot of people stopped playing it. I still think it's amazing. It just gives you more utility in your plays. It gives you a little more searchability. Yeah, drawing chicken sucks, but I feel like it's a necessary evil, much like playing Brilliant Fusion in other decks, just because it just sets up combos. Like you can't do the Cyber Dragon Infinity first turn combos easy now, because you generally need to go into either Breaks or to Grand Pulse and pop your Cosmo Town to search out another copy of Slip Rider so you can special it and overlay with the Shuttle. But I feel like you could still do some really good plays, and it just adds so much pressure to your opponent. So I feel like the Fire King build is still like the best way to go. Some people might be like, oh, why aren't you playing the True King version? Because I don't have diagrams. I think diagrams going to get hit, and yeah, I don't know. I just like, this is like the budget build, right? Like it's still really good. The other thing too is that of course chicken combos with your Sword Trooper, which is important. One Dark Lady, you don't need more than that. That's just the perfect number. You can bring it back off Sword Trooper. She just negates everything, monster wise, of course. So yeah, really good. One Farm Girl, I finally got an Ultra. Yeah, like I'm so back and forth with this card. Like I keep like wanting to take it out, but then I just have games come up where I'm like, if I had Farm Girl, I could do some crazy stuff. And just the fact that she searches out any Cosmo card, including Cosmo Town, I think is just too good not to play her. So she's definitely a one of. I don't think I'd play more than that unless you're playing like a dedicated Farm Girl build. 2 Sword Troopers, perfect number. 3's too many. I've tried 3 out many times. You just don't need it. Like two's just the right number. Like you don't want to open a bunch of Sword Troopers. Triple Strawman. Some people play 2. I like 3. I feel like he's the best Cosmo in the deck. He's basically your +1 card, and he gives you a pilot to banish during your opponent's turn to summon a ship. Very, very important card. Essentially, he is usually always live turn 1, either because of Dark Planet or Allure of Darkness. So yeah, I think he's just like staple, and like he's your combo extender, and also the fact that like 2 of him can make Herald of Arclight and then add back Dark Planet, like that combo actually comes up fairly often. So yeah, I like Triple Strawman. I feel like that's like the right number. Just 2 Tin Can. You could play 3. You could drop a Strawman and play 3 if you're worried a little more about consistency and you want to focus more on Dark Planet. Like this card with Dark Planet turn 1 is so powerful, but the issue I have is that drawing too many Tin Cans sucks. He's slow. He's not really a combo extender, and once you get the first Tin Can off, like you kind of get deck rolling, and then by the second Tin Can, you don't really need it anymore. So it's kind of just, I think it's a 2 of. I always go back to 3 and try it and don't like it. And then the 1 Garnix for the Fire King Island combos. Sucks drawing this, but hey, what can you do? So like I said, I'm not playing Maxi in here. I was in my build that topped, but Brendan and I are just kind of playing for fun now, so we took Maxi out of all of our decks because we just don't like that card. It's just lame. So triple Cosmo Town, obviously. You have to play triple Cosmo Town. This deck is blinged out, by the way. Yeah, this is the heart and soul of the deck. It's so important to get to. 2 Fire King Island, just because I want to see it. You could cut 1 out for like another trap if you wanted to, but yeah, I want to see this card. And like, worst case scenario, if you've already drawn chicken or used the first one, you can always like set it, or even just activate it, and then you play the other Cosmo Town on top of it, pop it, and you can do like another big combo again. So yeah, this card's just really good. It just nukes your board. That's another reason I like this card over Diagram, is because this card does nuke your entire board, which some people might be like, that's terrible, but if you set up your board properly, you can do some pretty nutty combos, and it helps you to get out of weird situations. Then 3 Terraforming, this card's probably going to get hit, most likely to 2, but we might see it go to 1, just because it's basically Rhoda for field spells. So basically 8 field spells in total. 3 Allure of Darkness, this was a card as well I was kind of like iffy about, but the more I play tested it, I'm just like, yeah, you need to play this card. It's so important, just in, basically allowing your deck to speed through the pieces you need to get to, and just, get your plays going. Sets up Strawman. Yeah, it's just so good. The only issue I have with this card is, like, yeah, you could draw into chicken, which sucks, but that's kind of the risk you take of playing that 1 card in the deck. And then the last spell is Emergency Teleport. I'm not playing Raigeki or anything. I don't know, don't feel like you need it. For traps, I'm playing 6, so Triple Call the Haunted. This card is so good in here. You could, like, I have heard some people, or seen some people playing that, the new trap that specials any monster from the graveyard. You could just play that, totally. Like, this they could chain to it, so that kind of sucks. I just don't have any of those yet. But yeah, if you're gonna play like Call of Haunted, you might as well just play that back to the front line or whatever the heck it's called. So yeah, you could definitely just play that instead. 2 Cosmojo, 3's too many. I always try 3, and then I just kind of go back to 2. Like, you could search it, and you don't want to open, like, 2 of this card because it's once per turn, so, like, plus it's slow because it's a trap, so, like, 2 is the perfect number. You search it when you need it. 1's not enough. And then the 1 Solemn Warning. So that's 40 cards. That's the main deck. On to the extra deck, Zeramus token. So we have I'll start backwards. We have the 1 Herald of Pure Light for rank 2s. He's mainly just there for adding back your, something that's in the graveyard that got there and you didn't want it to, such as like a Dark Destroyer for some reason, or Dark Planet. I like doing the Dark Planet combo where you can have a Dark Planet in hand, send back a card, add the other Dark Planet from the graveyard that's been sent off of your tin can, and then special Dark Planet late game. It's game. If you get that play off, it's usually game. The 1 Gotchi. It just makes your stuff bigger. I mean, in this deck too, that's important because getting over Masterpiece can be an issue if you don't get Dark Destroyer or whatever out, or if they have the halving trap, which is obviously a problem. 1 Crumble Logos. This guy's really cool because he just negates face-up cards that are a problem. That's it for rank 2s. Rank 3s, 1 Equipped Engineer. Pretty much never go into him. He's just filler, but like he's cool because you can make him. What I like to do is you do the late game. Sometimes it comes up. You can do like Sword Trooper special, the what the frick is she called? Dark Lady, and then you make this guy, and then it protects your Dark Lady. So that's really cool because Dark Lady's gross. And then we have the 1 Leve Air just for the combos. The 1 Grand Pulse for the combos, plus it picks off back rows. And then the 1 Break Sword because it picks off back rows and it can pop your Cosmo Town, it can pop your ships and get their effects. This card's so good in here. And then for the last rank 3, 1 Giga Brilliant because he goes up into Digital Bug Corbage, which does come up from time to time. And then for the other rank 5s, we have Artifact Durandal, can fix bad hands, can get cards out of your opponent's hand, and can, of course, the main reason I like playing this is because if you have Cosmo Town up and they activate a spell or trap, you can make it so this pops your Cosmo Town instead, and then you get a search. So that's kind of neat. Volcasaurus for OTKs. Pleiades with 2 Slip Riders. This is another reason I actually like Call the Haunt in this deck, is I have had it come up from time to time where you can make Pleiades and then like bounce a card they control, and then during your turn you can bounce back like a Call the Haunted that's dead or something. It's just there's combos you can do with it, so I don't know. I still like Call the Haunted in here. Like it's really preference. The 1 Cyber Dragon Nova and the Infinity, of course, and then the Gaia Dragon go over top of Infinity or any of the other rank 5s if you're done with them. So that is the deck, guys. Thanks for watching. This was a faster deck profile, luckily, but hopefully you guys enjoyed. Please comment, like, subscribe. Let me know what you guys think, and I'll have another deck profile for you guys coming up soon. Peace.